Okay, so some of you must have thought it is as simple as my name, identifying yourself with your name, like I am Elise, or I am Akash, or I am Ben. As simple as that. Some went a little deep, identifying themselves with their physical attributes, like I'm a woman with blonde hair and a lean personality. Yes, that's me. Likewise, some men must have thought I'm a man with brown eyes and a strong personality. There must be some thinking themselves as their professions. Yes, like I'm a teacher, I'm a student, or I'm a working professional. There must be many of you who have defined yourselves in terms of your relationship with others, like I'm a loving spouse, I'm a caring friend, or I'm a responsible sibling. While some of you may have focused on your emotional aspects, like I'm a kind and generous person, I'm a highly motivated individual, or I'm an introvert who values solitude. Or have you identified yourselves by your life experiences, like I'm a survivor, I'm a world traveler, or I'm someone who has faced adversities through my life and grown stronger? Or you can say that you are a devout follower of Shiva, or you are an atheist, or from a particular religion, or if you are a Buddhist. To all the dreamers out there, they must be thinking, for an instance, I'm an aspiring novelist, or I am determined to make a positive impact on the world, or I'm working towards financial stability. And finally, to my Cartesians who have understood what Descartes meant with the cogito argument, I hope you must have gone a little further. Like, I'm a seeker of inner peace and enlightenment. I'm someone who seeks meaning in every aspect of life, or I'm constantly evolving and adapting new experiences, or I'm work in progress. So, who you actually are is a profound and ever evolving combination of your experiences, thoughts, emotions, relationships, and the unique perspective you bring to the world. Your true self is the sum of your past, present, and your future, all woven together into a beautiful tapestry of your existence. So, the best way is my way. Kidding. The best way is an example. So, I hope you are geared up because we are going to dive deep. So, imagine your life as a book. Each page of the book contains a snapshot of a moment in your life. Your childhood, your first day of school, your first love, your achievements, your challenges, and every other significant emotions or events. While you are the author of this book, and as you live your life, you write each new page. You make choices, learn, grow, and adapt, filling the book with the story of your existence. And what makes your book truly remarkable is that it's entirely unique. No one else has the same combination of pages, experiences, and emotions in their book. It's one of a kind masterpiece. Hence, your true self is not found on a single page or in a particular chapter. It's not just your past or your present. It's the entire book from the first page to the last. It's the totality of your experiences, thoughts, emotions, and relationships. This is the bundle theory propounded by David Hume. According to this theory, the self is not an enduring entity but a bundle or collection of perceptions, thoughts, and experiences. There is no unchanging self. Instead, there is a constant stream of changing mental states. But there must be something permanent in constantly changing mental states, which makes our self as self, through which we recognize ourselves as the same person. So René Descartes again comes to the rescue. As you are already familiar with René, let's see what he thinks of self. It's called the substance theory. So René says there is an unchanging substance or essence that constitutes the true self. And this essence persists, that is, never change throughout one's life even as experiences change. And there is another theory of an existentialist philosopher, that is Jean-Paul Sartre, who proposes that individuals define their own essence through their choices and actions. In this view, there is no predefined true self, and it is created through one's own existence. Sartre rejects the idea that there is a fixed or predetermined essence or identity for each individual. Unlike traditional view of Descartes, Sartre argues that we enter the world as blank states without a predefined essence. But this theory has its own flaws. It means that we come to this world as free beings without any predetermined purposes, values, or characteristics. Instead, we actually shape our identity and essence through the choices we make and the actions we take in life. Hence, he argues that our identity and essence are created through our existence and they are in constant state of becoming or change. So let's see now what our Indian philosophers thought of the self. Shankaracharya in Vedanta has defined self as Atman, It is considered the true inner self, eternal and unchanging, described as identical to the ultimate reality, Brahman. According to him, the goal of life is to realize the identity between one's individual Atman to the universal Brahman. But one of the most enthralling views is of Sankhya philosophy, one of the oldest Indian philosophies based on Vedas and Upanishads. There are two terms, Purush and Prakriti. Imagine Purush as your unchanging inner core, your true self. It's like the calm, clear sky that remains same, no matter what's happening in the world below. It doesn't change or get affected by anything. And whereas Prakriti, just as weather, is always shifting from sunny to cloudy, from rainy to windy, Prakriti is the constantly changing aspects of the world around you. Your body, your thoughts, your emotions, or the external world around you. Rishi Kapil, the proponent of Sankhya, says the idea is to recognize that your true self, that is the Purush, is distinct from Prakriti, which is always in flux. By understanding this distinction and disentangling yourself from the ever-changing aspects of Prakriti, you can find a deeper sense of inner peace and stability, finally arriving at your true self. So I took your precious minutes to inform you about your own self. You can thank me later, but my motive was to inform you, which is called the metaphysics. So what we were doing right now was dealing with one of the most complex topics of metaphysics, that is called the idea of self. Metaphysics is a branch of philosophy that deals with the fundamental questions about the nature of reality, existence, and the universe, which physics is unable to explain. As you already know that meta means beyond and physics relates to the physical world, hence metaphysics, beyond the physical world. So let's get back to our metaphysical question of what defines my identity over time. So let's welcome Tina, the thinker. She will be sailing us through our journey of metaphysics.
I own a beloved bicycle. This bicycle has been with me for many years, and over time every part of it has been replaced with new components. A new frame, new wheels, new handlebars, and even a new seat. Now, I ask myself, is it still the same bicycle I've cherished for so long, or is it now a completely different one? As I ponder this question, I am drawn into a deep metaphysical exploration. The bicycle, just like myself, undergoes a process of change over time. It transforms physically, with each original part being replaced. This process raises intriguing questions about the nature of identity and continuity. Think about my bicycle. Over time, I've replaced all its parts with new ones. Now, if we say that something's identity is only about its physical parts, then technically, it's a different bicycle because everything has changed. But here's the tricky part. I still feel a strong emotional connection to it. To me, it's the same bicycle I've had for years, and that connection makes me believe it's the same, even if the parts have changed. Therefore, there must be something that's permanent to it. Thinking about my bicycle and how it changes over time makes me wonder about my personal identity, who I am all about. Is it the way I look, or am I the things I can touch, like my bicycle's parts? Or is there something deeper inside me, something that doesn't change, that makes me, well, me?
So thanks, Tina. Tina, what explained with her example is actually the ship of Theseus paradox, in which each of the single part of the boat is replaced with a new one, and the paradox asks, is it the same boat that he started with, or is it a completely different boat now? So now you have seen different theories and thoughts of philosophers on what the actual self can be, and also the famous paradox related to identity or self. So comment down below, what do you think is the most promising theory of self? Or do you have a new one? And hop on board this intriguing ride where we explore the deep questions and about our identities and what it means to be me. We dealt with just one question of metaphysics. Through the videos, we'll try to find answers to all. So for now, leaving you with a heart. Subscribe for more.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in.